Merry Christmas, guys. This is Manga etc, and I'm here today to bring you the review for One Piece manga chapter 1070. Yes, I'm still putting in the work even in Christmas. I might not be putting as much as work as I usually do, but I do like to get the reviews out as soon the day the chapter comes out, so this is why I'm here today. I don't have much to say about this chapter, luckily, so this should be a short review so I can quickly wrap this up and get back to my day. So in this chapter we learn about just Devil Fruit ability, what's the word I'm looking for? Like how to do it, basically. Like, you know, we see like it done through the natural means, and we're basically going down the artificial route and just learning about that within this chapter. Obviously beforehand we knew that about the smile devil fruits and reproducing Zoan type abilities. That's the word I was probably looking for, but we learn just the ins and outs of every ability within this chapter via Vegapunk, because obviously he is the leading scientist within One Piece, so if anyone can do it, he can. There might be some people out there in the shadows maybe that can do it, but I think it's safe to say, especially for now, that whatever he says, that's the golden rule, that's the bifactor. I mean, not the bifactor, but he's got the golden rule. If he says it, that's how it is, basically. So he basically says within this chapter that when it comes to reproducing devil fruit abilities, Zoan's, you know, that's your bread and butter. Even though that you know, he said he failed at recreating Kaido's ability, but you know, that's your bread and butter. When it comes to his own types, that's your bread and butter. When it gets to what's it, paramecia types, that's a bit trickier, and he's just basically saying that outright, that Lodger, that's a no-no. And when I heard this, I was kind of sad, because it just means like we won't see no artificial workings of Zoan types. But it made me think, okay, cool, if that's the case, then the PX laser is not Kuma's laser. It's, I mean, I'm not saying not Kuma, not Kizaru's laser. It's just a laser, which is fine, I guess. But I'm pretty sure it's been referred to as that. But that, based on what was said within this chapter, that wouldn't be the case. But it's cool and everything. But it's just something that I mentioned, and like I said previously, it just means we won't see no more fire fists or no more no lightning attacks unless, you know, unless he comes back. But it's just something that I know is something that's fine, and it just made me think, alright, cool, because it was said within this chapter, you know, can't be recreated, can't be done, it kind of just puts a close on that, and we will never see it. But like I said previously, although Vegapunk is the leading scientist, he's the smartest person in One Piece world, whatever, maybe someone else knows how to do it. But I feel like that book was closed today when it was said what it is. And then when it comes to paramecia types, now we learn exactly how that's done. We learn how the Seraphim have the abilities of the people they're based off of, and this well, the ones that have devil fruit abilities anyway. And that's through this green blood, which is kind of a scary thought, because from hearing about that, it just made me think of, you have like maybe this whole fraction of the Marines who specifically go out to hunt pirates, not to defeat them, not to bring them in, and they just get the blood and kind of go kind of thing, even if they know they can't defeat them. And imagine if they got big mums, or imagine if they had white beards. But I guess you can kind of understand why they don't, because you know, there's rules against going for Yonko willy-nilly, so you can kind of understand why they don't have these certain characters bloods on deck. Bloods on deck. But yeah, we basically learned about all of that within the earlier stages of the chapter. And now in the midst of all of this, the fight between Luffy and Lucci is still going on, and the fight comes to an end within this chapter, and it's a good end for me. It makes me very happy, because it ends quickly. It was a cakewalk for Luffy, And now you can say that the fight could still go on, whatever, but the way it ends is with Lucci taking a hit and saying, "Ooh, I'm passing out." So even if you don't want to count it as a defeat, whatever, it ended very quickly with Luffy going about his way. And if it was a fight to the death, if that hasn't shown you that Luffy would cakewalk him, then I don't know what will. And this is exactly why I didn't want the fight in the first place. Because it's just too easy. It did not live up to the expectations that you would be wanting. To what you were wanting. Similar to how, like, we had to wait to the end of Naruto to have that second Naruto Sasuke that you really wanted. But I don't know about you, but you know, it don't live up to the expectation because you wanted it too much. So yeah, that happened, and I was happy to see that. I was like, yo. So yeah, Luffy and company get away. We know that how they're gonna help Vegapunk escape Egghead Island, and at the very end of the chapter, we knew Kizaru was en route already. Where he seems to be close by, he's like, yo, send in the battleships for Egghead. So I don't know what's going to go down in Egghead, but something is going to go down soon. And now, we're a couple of chapters deep into this arc, and I still feel like the true villain of the arc is to come. Don't know who that's going to be, but I still that there is a true villain to come. But yeah, that's everything I got to say about this chapter. I think it deserves a 3-star rating, and like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel. But most importantly, have a Merry Christmas and take care and have a nice day.